Do you know those trailers when they start with the words, "in a world"? So we have another one. In a world of data leaking and cyber wars, our critical infrastructures like plants and water, like plants or power station need to be protected. Please welcome Omri and ICS2.
Hi, I'm Gil Kreuzer, not Omri, and I'm the CEO of ICS2, Intelligent Cybersecurity for Industrial Control System. And I need that.
You're calling me Reut all the time, so
that's true. So we're even. From the beginning of history, men needed to protect themselves, their assets, and they did it using armors, swords. They built castles, high walls, gates, towers, ditches, and they locked everything. So basically the way to protect was to have everything behind the lock. Today everything is different, but the basic security scheme is the same. We still use walls, we still use gates, we still use locks. And in the virtual world, we use firewalls, we use password protection, we use fingerprints. And there are good reasons to protect. The threats are all around us. When we look around, we see in the physical world lots of threats, but at the same time, we see the same threats in the virtual world. Virtual domain is basically becoming a war zone. You can see here a quote released just in the last few days from an FBI official talking about the targeting of utilities. And this is the result. If our utilities will not be protected, we're going to face a scenario where we're going to lose electricity, we're going to lose power, we're going to lose water, and we're going to lose the gas for our cars. Our day-to-day lives are basically in danger. And they're not in danger anymore. We at ICS2 have realized a while ago that basically locks and walls are just not enough. We come from industrial control world. This is our background. So we used our industrial control and process knowledge in order to create a completely new way to protect utilities. We generate a profile for every plant or facility that we protect, and we use the profile to continuously follow its behavior. If a plant is going to deviate from the normal behavior, the way it should behave, we alert. How is it working? So if you look at the industrial control environment, there's a lot of data flowing in the environment, lots of sensors and data flowing around. What we do is we take the same data that exists in the control system, but we look at it in a different way. We generate a profile for the plant, as I mentioned, using different metrics that looks in the data that exists out there. Using machine learning, we run different detectors on the data, and the detectors include things like correlation between different measurements, physical and chemical properties of the data, temporal analysis. We can even detect when data being shown to the operator is a fake data, and the actual thing that happens in the plant is not as the operator sees. Imagine your body was the facility that we would protect. And imagine a scenario where, based on information that we gather from your body, just like my colleague showed in the previous presentation, we would tell you, based on a certain brain activity and heart rate, that your heart is going to fail. And we would tell you that ahead of time. We do exactly the same thing, but we do this for utilities. Instead of monitoring brain and heart, we monitor pumps and valves. Here you can see an example. What you see here is basically a pump. This is the rate of operation of a pump. And everything looks just fine. But if you look at the left side and the right side of the operation of the pump, our system detects that the pump starts to deviate due to an intervention into an activity, into a pattern that is going to generate a failure in this pump. This pump is going to fail the plant. This plant is going to fail soon, and it may take weeks to recover, but the operator has no clue. And this is where we come into the game. Here you see another example. Here this is a vessel that is being filled and emptied, and someone intervenes and prevents the vessel from emptying in the right pattern. This vessel will, in the best case, overflow. In the worst case, it's going to blow up and take the whole plant with it. We are targeting every industrial control system. We are right now installed in the electricity domain, in the water and oil and gas, pharma, and manufacturing floors. We installed in Israel, in critical utilities that you all use daily in your daily activities. We also have some installations in North America and in the Far East. The team is combined of experienced control and process founders, me one of them, and we are ready and eager to bring our new solution to every control system around the world so that we can all sit safely and securely and use the critical infrastructure that makes our day-to-day lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Gil.